guys, welcome to the channel. It is Yvonne from Ginger Chick Rehab, and yes, I am in my garage. I've had a crazy busy weekend of secondhand shopping. Oh my goodness. So I started off on a Thursday, went to 2 estate sales, and then ran into a citywide sale. Oh my goodness. And then ended my weekend on Saturday with a barn sale. So in today's video, I am sharing with you, there's not going to be any makeovers. There will be plenty of videos to come of the items I'm going to be making over from this haul, but this haul is going to be huge. So instead of separating it into multiple ones and adding it into the makeovers, I'm just going to share all these goods with you because I am so super excited. And at the one estate sale, I was the only one there. I could not believe that. I walked in, I thought, is this, the house was still what the house was. They didn't really have anything like, I don't know what I was expecting. You know, usually there's somebody set up and they're separating things out and there's tables, but no, you just looked around, said what you wanted, and yeah, so they let me pick. Yeah, so that was just an awesome, and they even looked at me like, hey, where did you find that? I'm like, well, you know, your eye likes what your eye likes, so let me get into this haul and share it with you all. I'm really hoping that I'm going to be able to talk over my fan with my mic. It is hot in our garage. It's semi-air conditioned, but it's not. But anyway, let's get on with this. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to begin. So I did pick a couple little Halloween things because we're still in the season. So this little pumpkin, I can't tell you when anything's really priced. I know the lighting in this here is terrible, but so I'm sorry about that. So it's not your TV, it's the lighting in my garage. And then, so I got this little plush pumpkin. I always think these are super cute. I really like to paint these up a little bit more brown on the stem, maybe add some ribbon, very cute. And then look at this little pumpkin face. Oh my goodness. So I had to pick him up. He was adorable. And then my last pumpkin was this terracotta pot. It has actually been burnt and the candle has been burnt in. So I'll probably give him a quick makeover before I put him in my booth. I don't want to sell him with suit or any, anyway, the suit in there anyway. So yes, I love terracotta. I love his little face. Now this haul, small haul is just a mixture of everything between the estate sales, between the yard sales, and the barn sales. So then I love, Ironstone Pictures. White pictures always catch my eye, even if they're not ironstone. And I always get asked, how do I know if it's ironstone or not? I just always assume that ironstone is stamped on the bottom. So a lot of my pieces I have are stamped on the bottom, but this is the shape that I love. I don't care if it's real ironstone or not. I'm happy when it is, but it's okay if it's not. It's just part of my collection. And I have had enough now that I need to start reselling a few here and there. I picked this picture up. I actually stopped at a garage sale on the way home from an online auction and ran into a viewer having one. So shout out to her. So I picked this picture up at her sale. Of course, it caught my eye automatically because I love these big pictures. Now this one is just a serve at home made in China piece, but I absolutely love the shape of this. And what I like to do is I just recently picked up from an auction those old player piano rolls, and I actually just put a couple of those in there, and this is the way I've been selling big pictures like that. A few of them, I have a really hard time using them, painting on them, because mine say 1918 on it. So I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can, if they were in terrible condition and I didn't have anybody that wanted to buy them, maybe, but I have actually even sold a few on eBay to people that were looking for those. So yeah, I can't quite do a craft with them yet. If it's destroyed, then maybe, but as of right now, I have people want and still be able to display them. Yes. I'm going to leave them as is for right now. So I'll go through and show you the glassware first. So if you're new checking out, or if you do not know that we've been selling on Whatnot, so I'm into picking up glassware, and there's a fly. Of course there's a fly in here. Sorry, y'all. So yes, this beautiful piece. So of course my son Alex is the one that always tells me the lowdown of what a piece is. You've got to check out his auctions. I finally got him to get some more in there in his channel. Oh my gosh, he is just For a 21-year-old kid, knowing what glassware is, he just has my heart. Then I also picked up this swung vase, this little bud vase, the green color. This gets me, it's absolutely gorgeous. And then Chris was actually with me when we picked up these two. He caught these two before I did, and they're just two little bud vases. And then we had to wait till we got home to see if they glowed or not, and they do. So that's awesome, two little bud vases. And really, I have to, as a reseller, I have to kind of not spend a ton of money, so most of my pieces are 5 and under, so I'm just gonna let y'all know that. I picked up this pink depression glass. Oh, look at that. I love that it had a lid, and this might be a newer piece. I haven't Google lensed it, but I love that it had a lid. And then I picked up this one because it matched. So absolutely love that. Now, I also picked up this Roseville piece. I love this. It's a little bit bigger. Then the last one I picked up was a little creamer. Oh, this is just beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful piece. I love that it's double handled. I love how Roseville fades. I love that fade from that yellow to that pinkish, almost like a peach color. Oh my goodness. See what my son's got me into now? Then of course, if you have two pieces sitting next to each other and they're corresponding colors, coordinating colors, so there's this little orange art glass piece and then this paperweight with this orange flower. Of course, you kind of, I'm a matchy-matchy kind of person. Now, this is a little piece of Fenton bell. It still has the original sticker. It still has the clapper in it, hand-painted. So the signature is right here of who hand-painted them. Beautiful little bell. I love that blue in color. And then look at this little paperweight. I don't know if he's showing. Okay, let me back him up a little bit. So he is a little owl. Oh my gosh, some cobalt blue. He has a I'm writing in Chinese sticker, but I don't care. He was adorable. Look at his little, look at it. It goes down. Oh my gosh, he is too cute. I love the swirls of the cobalt and the white in there. Now this is like a satin Fenton piece. Now I don't know if this one glows or not, but I guess oh, yeah, I guess it does. I wasn't sure. I just after picked it up. So this was another little Fenton, and yep, look at that glow. Ooh, beautiful. So yep, just a little Fenton votive. I would never burn in it. Oh my goodness, I want to burn in it. But just a cute decorative piece. I think I would love to see somebody have a hutch that has all the glowing pieces with a black light. Oh my gosh, that would just be gorgeous, just gorgeous. Now, I know I usually don't pick up shoes, but it was Jadeite. It was cost efficient. So yeah, I just love this little Jadeite piece. And then I actually picked up 4. You know, I told you I'm matchy-matchy. So 4 of the little plates. So, and they were in pretty good condition. There's a few scratches here and there, but yeah, nice pieces. So now there was a couple of the sales that had these little bottles. I've kind of changed my, don't we all do that when you transfer into fall? You kind of redecorate in summer and then fall's coming, so then you start redecorating. So I'm really into that slight blue of a color. I love that this one had a cork, and these were like nothing, you know, probably a quarter a piece or something. And then there was this size. And I had picked up some earlier at the US 12 garage sales, and so I kind of wanted that same shape in one of my cupboards. So they had that blue tint. Now this one didn't, it looked like it had more of a blue tint in the sun, but it looks more clear now. And then if you just take some water and some coarse salt and swirl it around, you might be able to get some of that age out of it if you want, or you know, some rust remover if it's water. All depends on how much you want to clean them. I might clean those up a little bit for myself, but it's not too bad. They're not too bad. Now, I love pottery. Look at this beautiful hand-signed, handmade piece. Now, I think this is a sailboat. I think this is an old vessel boat. And then these are the waves. It's just a beautiful piece. Look at those colors. So I can't I can never read the signatures, but oh, it's a beautiful, I love that color. I love those colors, that blue into the brown. Oh, gorgeous. And then I did pick up, this is a Mexico piece, Tonali, I believe. So it's just a little jar, but that bright blue and the hand painted, and how just beautiful they paint these pieces. Yes, so I picked that one up. So now we're gonna get more into the vintage pieces. So if you like rusty, crusty, old, used and abused pieces, right now is where it's going to be at. So first off, I picked up this at the barn sale. I do remember that. It's just a little scale. I've never seen one so small. I collect scales myself, but I'll probably end up reselling this, I think, unless I envision it somewhere in my house and enjoy it for a while. But it's just a cute little, I like when it has age. I like that it's not pristine. So did run across a piece of cast iron. His screw needs tightened up, but when Alex Googled lensed him for me, and he's a good piece to pick up and see if I can resell him. So he's an old police officer, it looks like. Looks like he has a billy club. Yeah, so if we can get him tightened a little bit, that would be nice. So he was a bank. Then these caught my eye, and you know, there's so much little things going on at, especially citywide, but I love to go through little baskets of stuff, and these little push pins with numbers, the 1 through 4 are gone, but that's okay. I love to number things. People love things numbered. So if I put a box and put some striping on it and put some numbers on it, it usually sells. So, okay, I will pick these up because there's always something small I could even put it on a piece of furniture. They're very cool. Now, my husband Chris collects, we have a bar area, and he collects Budweiser, so I picked them up for $1 a piece. I think these are just old keg taps, old taps. I'm going to go with that. They're old taps. And of course, you know, I haven't picked up rolling pins lately because I'm really looking for the more vintage ones that I can just keep as is. And this one is gorgeous. Just a gorgeous piece. I love that it has that knob in there. So there's no tightening to be done to this one because it is one solid piece of wood. Now, can anybody tell me what this is used for? Wood always attracts me. Now, it's some type of a thermometer. If it tells the outside heat, I don't really know. I'm really kind of unsure, but it's got that glass in it, so I thought it was just it's a neat piece. So yeah, see how it has that in there? But I am not sure, what it would have been used for. And then I actually have a few of these little boxes. I'm not really sure what used to come in these boxes. I like to stack them on. I kind of put them in with my Crocs. I have a couple cabinets, and I kind of stack them for some wood accents to break up all the Crocs just being that Croc color. So this was perfect. This was a nice wooden bowl. It's probably a little bit newer, but you can tell that it was turned because look, it's got the holes, it's got the marks. So this was handmade. Only thing, I wish somebody would have signed their work because it is cute. I don't even mind. I like that it has that yellow on there, that it can tell a story. And maybe the piece of wood they turned it from had the yellow on it to begin with. And as if I needed another spool, but black wood, the labeling of Clark on the spool, just sitting this on a shelf with some of those old black handle scissors. And then there were these push pins, hat pins. So there's a whole bunch of them in there, and that would just look cute displayed on top, right next to it. So I really liked, let me see if I can get this one out. This one is the one that caught my eye the most. Can we focus in on it, how flat it is? So I thought that was neat. There's a couple other smaller ones in there that are the same size. So yeah, like I said, I didn't pay much for any of this. People were cleaning out, and they were cleaning out good. And now this is just an old mallet, but you know, put this in a crock, put it in an Ironstone pitcher. It breaks up all that white or all that crockery color, whichever crockery color is just adds some more visual to the area. Now this one's not old, but I forgot to show it. Just these 3 birds on a branch. one of the leaves fell off, but I can JB weld that back together. There's just those birds, you know, we love those birds. It's already a pretty color piece, so I probably would just glue this back on. And then there was this brass clock. I love that usually when you run across them anymore, they're always plastic. So I was happy that this was, I collect old clocks. I haven't really, but it's a winder. So I haven't checked it out to see if it still works. It doesn't really matter. I just think it's a nice accent. I actually have some of my older clocks like this in with some old black lanterns, you know, the ones that you put the oil in. I have them in there, and it kind of breaks up, adds a little bit more visual with a big black globe. So I hope you caught my home tour. I did a quick little 10-minute home tour just showing people how I decorate. Sometimes it's just easy just to show you. That's how I learn. You know, I watched somebody on Pinterest or I watched something on Instagram and I thought, oh, well, I'm going to search for that and I'm going to put that grouping together similar to what they did if I can find all the pieces and parts. So my next, look at this little broom. I know this was at the estate sale that I was the only one there. Oh, I still couldn't believe that. And they just said, yeah, if you like that picture, take it off the wall. If you like that crock, take the flowers out of it. I'm like, okay. And I can't, yeah, the amount of stuff, if you saw my quick little Instagram post and Facebook post of my little reels, yeah, I got a ton. I got a ton from there. They just had some wonderful goodies. So this cute little broom, I loved it. I love that brown. This was at another sale. It just, I didn't even know that these, yeah, this is all one. So this roping is connected. I know a lot of people are making these into Christmas decorations, but so what was it originally used for? Was it always just made to hang like that? Because I guess I thought like somebody added a little hook in there and put it, but yeah, this is all one piece, so I'm super excited about that. And then I love boxes, just gathering things and have them sticking out of old boxes, you know, it's just too cute. Put the little guy, put the little, you know, and there you go. You have a whole little vignette right there. Way cool. There was this little, this is almost like a handmade spool, but I love the character of it. I love that it was hand carved. I don't even know if it would sit up straight, it would stand up. I don't think it would, but just a nice piece. And see how it just fits in this cute little, look at this little basket. I'm not usually a basket person, but there was just something about the patina that got that white, almost a white wax on it. It sits wonderful, just a nice little cubby. It looks older than it probably is. It's way too cute. So my next ones aren't too awful old, and I know that they are home interiors, but I've actually resold these cording candles. So have you guys ever heard about cording candles? So like the father would wind this up, and then the boy would have to leave when it got down to there. So I always thought that I love the story of these. These are in wonderful condition. I'll leave these as is. I love the industrial vibe that they have with the wood. And yeah, sometimes home interiors have some really nice stuff, y'all. So that is it for the small. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take my camera down. I'm gonna show you what's behind me. Oh my goodness, if you checked out the thumbnail. As I said, this isn't any makeover. That, so many makeovers. I am so super excited to share it with you. Okay, so where do I even begin? Yes, so right off the bat, oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3 toolboxes, caddies with handles in one weekend of garage sailing. Craziness. Yes, they're dirty, they're gross, this one had horse stuff in it, like horse supplies. It was somebody's grooming, but they sold me just that for $5, y'all. And then I was super excited to run across these old bags. I love that this one was stiff, so then I can make another one of those farmhouse signs, put that aged wood. In the auction that we just had, I had some aged wood in there. So perfect to make a couple. And this is just already stiffened. And if you want to take drop cloth and tea stain, coffee stain diet to give it some age, that is so easy. Just boil a big pot of water, add your coffee grounds, your tea bags, let it sit. After it's boiled till it's cool, rinse it, let it air dry, and it stiffens, and it is gorgeous age to it. So I was super excited to come across a black coffee sack. I like to put these behind windows and then still put something on the window. People seem to like that a little bit better than just the coffee sack. So these are some neat pieces. I told you I have to get on the ground, y'all. So these as is, I would just clean this up, put some of the rust. I'm gonna sit on the floor. I cannot be on my knees that long. Okay, so these were really cool. Look at these. So I would just put a hanging system on these. I would put that rust inhibitor spray, the weather defense, and just make them beautiful wall pieces. I don't even know what they were, but 2 of them. Thank you for the viewer having her garage sale. I love that. There's a whole bunch of tools. I won't show all of you. You know, Chris has now got a portion of a booth with Alex and my daughter Zoe. So he's doing a lot of tools, so I'm picking up a lot of tools for him now. So this is old hay hook. I absolutely loved this hinge. Oh my goodness. The patina, oh, it's so hard to focus in. So the patina is awesome on this, $4. Oh my gosh. I told you I didn't pay too awful much. And there's a couple more of these. Oh my gosh. Yes, please tell me, what were these? You know, what were they? I don't know what they were back in the day, but they're very cool wood pieces. Look at this little rolling pig I found. Oh my gosh, he needs cleaned up, but yep, all the rest of it does too. So he is super sweet. This beautiful, very sturdy old stool. I love the character of the legs. Okay, so let me move down. I'm sitting on the floor, y'all. Okay, look at this. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 corbels. $20. I remember this one, $20. Oh my gosh. And I usually sell corbels if I ever run across them for 18 to 24. So very good investment. I love this one's a little bit different. It's got, so you know these came off somebody. Yep. 5 for 20, y'all. If I can remember, I'll tell you, but my memory's not so well all the time. Okay, so this toolbox was in the estate sale that I was the only one there. I don't know why. Well, you had to go through the city wide, and I think people just stopped at all those garage sales and just hadn't made it to the estate sale because there were so many sales going on already. And so I said, hey, can I go, I see stuff outside your workshop, your barn. Can I go out there and look around? They're like, oh yeah, whatever you see, bring it all in. I'm like, okay. So, yep. So we got, yep. And then, yep. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then just in case, I'll just grab a piece of wood to make a sign out of because it's already painted and chippy and aged. Some of them I didn't even know what they were, but I thought, well, Chris will like this. It's got some kind of a grate, I'll call it a grater. I don't think that's what it is. Then some saws. He will clean it. He cleaned these, has been cleaning these up, restoring the handles. This is a 2-sided saw. I know I'll pop a few of those in videos. I can't get him to make his own channel yet, but that's, you know, it's all about time, and he still works another 40-hour-a-week job. So, but he does really good restorations of all these stuff. He's having a lot of fun. And then the lady's like, hey, I see that you like all the woods. So she showed me this tote with all the old rolling pins in it. I was almost ready to leave. And then I'm like, okay. And then there's this other, an axe. I knew he would like that. There's, let's see what else is. I know y'all, I should have gloves on. There's mouse poop in here. Oh, I'm so sorry. I will not touch my face. Another piece of wood. Yes. So very cool toolbox. Look at the leather handle. Like I said, I won't touch my face. Oh, it's gross. But that character, oh my gosh. I think just clean it up, y'all. Just clean it up. Get the yuckiness out of it. I always say thrifting and picking is not for the weak at heart. So if you have the heebie-jeebies, this may not be the career for you. I always think I'm washable. I survived. I played in mud puddles. It's all good. So there was that, and then I did get these there also, these other little wooden rolling pins. These hinges were there, so I was happy to run across those. This was a couple more little wooden pieces. Oh, I forgot that I bought this. My son Alex's boss's mom was having a sale, and she is also a reseller, so I did pay up on this, but this piece is for myself. I thought it would look really great with my other galvanized. So sometimes when you support, they support you, you support them, they support your family. That's how it works. So I picked up this frame. I was super excited about having this was an old window turned into a mirror, and I actually have been in desperate need of windows. For some reason, my windows are flying off the wall, literally flying off the wall right now. So I was super excited. I love the patina of the natural wood on that. I may try to show, because I had people ask me about aging mirrors, or making them look like the antiquing. So I'll see if the back of this one, sometimes you can tell the back of the age of a mirror will not let you get through it, but this one I think I might be able to. So now this is something Chris found. I think it's it should have been attached to a bag, like a seed spreader. So yeah, with his booth, his set corner of the world, he has all this kind of stuff in it. And I know somebody already asked when I did the video on Facebook, I had a friend said, hey, put my name on this. Well, Chris gets first dibs, so we'll see how it cleans up and if it's something he wants, but you know, how many pieces can I have? So anyway, let's move down. So now there was this fan. I don't run across fans that I can actually buy and resell. This one, I think, yeah, I think this one was the $15. But they usually go for $28, $30 to $35. So that's definitely worth the investment. The cord, I think the cord's somewhere in there now. The cord was had some funkiness, somebody redid it. But usually they're more of a decorative piece, so I personally will just I would rather cut the cord off. I know some people are going to like, don't do that, but hello, I'm not plugging that in. I don't want the fire department to be in my house. Anyway, they're just cool decor pieces. Now, and then look at all these. Oh my gosh, so here's an old cubby, probably out of the same thing what those are, is a sewing table. So the lady had taken apart her sewing table at the estate sale that I was the only one there. And so these were just sitting there. So whatever's in there was in there. Oh, got some spoons. That's a big spoon. I'm pretty sure it's not silver, sterling silver. Oh, I don't know, it's got some writing on there. I'll have to get my reader spectacles. But yeah, so there was that. So just put another top. I know that Chris can make a top for this piece. I love the age of the piece, so very cool. And so then these were, you know, already taken apart. Oops, heavier than you think. So these were already taken apart. So yeah, the same thing. There was two of them. So I think they look cool stacked on top of each other. So that's what I would want to recreate with them. Put some type of a bottom. See if you can match this up by routering it on the bottom or something similar. And then, yeah, stack them on top of each other. Is that not the coolest? So now there's this cool sign. This was the lady that we were coming back from the auction, and I'm going to keep that sign. I've been looking for a piece perfectly. I thought that I wanted one of the stamp, you know, the printing press where they'd put all the little letters and stuff. I thought that's what I wanted above this one hutch, but once I found that sign, I knew that's what I wanted. Now the shaker behind it, I have one of these in my thumbnail with a cotton wreath, and I can't tell you how many times people have thought that's in our booth and want to buy it. So running across another one, it had Christmas fabric on it. I already took that off so you could see the beauty underneath. I don't really think the fabric matched the age at all. Candy canes, peppermints does not match the age of that personally. Now, if you would have done some drop cloth or an old coffee sack, that would have, to me, would have matched the age of the piece. But I absolutely am happy now. I just have to find a cotton wreath because I do have actually a lady that would want it right away if I can. So next up is, this is the last of the grouping here, y'all. So this all came again from the estate sale that I was the only one. Isn't that funny? I've been looking for one of those forever. Bought one at the US 12 garage sales, and here I found another one. But all these Crocs, oh my goodness. Yep, there's another little oil gas can. I wish it had its lid, but it doesn't. I love the age of galvanized. It's just gorgeous. But yes, the lady had all these Crocs, and when I started gathering them around, the family was like, where did you find all those? So you told me I could pick from wherever I wanted to. Yeah, this one's got a little chip on it, but that's okay. And they all need, you know, a bath. I always love the metal handles on these. So I have been reselling. Now this one reminds me of maybe like the salt ones. I don't think that it is. So if it fits in my display, I might keep it. It is stamped on the bottom. Or I might resell it. This is my favorite. I like the imperfections of this color. So the Crocs are so different from one another, but I absolutely love that one. Now this one I don't think, yeah, nope, I didn't get this one at her. I must have got it at somebody. Oh, the first estate sale I went to before going to that estate sale. Yeah, I was all over the place, y'all. Oh, but yes, so I love that. I don't mind when they're chipped. I'm keeping that one for myself. Now these four will get resold, cleaned up, resold. This one, if it cleans up, I'll keep it for myself. Now look at this cute little cubby. Now this lady had a barn sale. She made all this stuff. She's actually the lady that made back in the day when I won a silent auction of our outhouse that we have on our property. I think it's supposed to have a little light. You can get those. I can buy another one of those. I thought that is super sweet. It just needs cleaned up. I love the wire in it. And then my last, before we walked out of her sale, was this little stool. I'm sad that I had this in it because that throws my decoupage paper off, but I think I'll just maybe do some grain sack striping or something on this one. But I believe in God wink moments. So I shared with you about the mirror window that for some reason all of a sudden my windows are just selling. Thank you, God, for being blessed. But I was running out of the size of windows that I was looking for. I have big windows, but those, they will cost more money. So going to this barn sale, I was going to be done. I wasn't going to go to any more sales. I'd already been Thursday and Friday, and then I got up in the morning. I opened up Facebook to do a little something. And the next thing I know, I opened it up to a barn sale. So let me share with you what I also picked up at the barn sale. Yep. She had all these windows. Oh my goodness. I see my shadow. But yep, perfect size, great condition, $3 basically a piece. Oh, thank you, Lord. I needed these. That's not cracked, it's glue. Oh, beautiful, neat. Yeah, windows always need a clean. And then there was this, it's so bright out and hot right now. It's like 90 degrees out here right now. This big tall one for $5. Oh, So prayers answered there. So thank you all for watching today's haul. Oh my gosh, my voice is probably super excited because I still even looking at the items and finishing up with those windows. Yes, I was in need, you know. God wink, power of prayer. So anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. And let me know if you showed up and you were the only one at an estate sale. Would you have turned around and left, or would you have gone in and just socialized and shopped away like I did? Thanks again for watching, guys, and stay tuned to the upcoming makeovers. I have so many items and so many things going on in my head of items I want to make over and share with you all. See you next time. Bye.